I was probably about a second or two behind the guys that crashed, and as I came over the rise into turn 2, I just saw bikes and bodies and all sorts, and I was going, yes, today I'm going to podium. And the next thing I knew, I was on my arse.
Yeah, so, that's the thing about oil, though. I think fluid on the circuit, the wrong type of fluid. People don't realize that, and I didn't realize it either until you hit it, and I hit it in a car.
Yeah.
The grip just disappears.
No, it's gone. You can't say that. I laugh sometimes when you see a guy go through oil and he gets it a bit sideways on a bike, and then he makes it through, let's put it that way, and the commentators tell you how well he saved it. He saved absolutely nothing. The guards were on his side.
The grip comes back sometimes, eh? It just comes back and then you're good.
Yeah, when there's no oil. But
yes.
I mean, as long as there's oil or fluid on the circuit, you're just going to keep on sliding. And the thing with a motorcycle, as soon as you get to a certain angle of the tire,
it's over.
It's going to go. If you're sort of upright, you might get a bit of a wobble and carry on. But when you properly leaned over and you hit the oil, there's no coming back from that.
So that's something that I'm getting my head into now. The mindset that you guys have to have going into the race is that it could happen. There could be oil on the track.
Yeah, you actually don't even think about that, eh? I mean, like yesterday, for example, for qualifying. So I came down here for the last session, which I think was at about 3 o'clock. And then we qualified at 5:10, and the clouds were coming in. So we obviously look at the yield, and then the yield was sort of about 10 minutes before our session. It started drizzling. I got my mate in the pit next door to help me. We just swapped out rims quickly, and I went out in the wet in qualifying because I needed to be as far up the grid as possible.
Avoid some of the chaos.
Unfortunately, only 6 or 8 of us went out to qualify.
I
qualified on pole. So, so at least I'm in it.
In it to win it.
In it to win it, 100%. So I think both races today are going to be tight.
And that's what Abby mentioned, is that you've come back strong. It's got to be good for the mental fortitude. It's got to be good for the mentality. Lance, congratulations on the pole.
Thanks.
Paul, we look forward to seeing the race. And we look forward to you finishing both races today.
Thanks, buddy.
Let's make that happen. Right, cheers, man. Good luck. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Lance Jonas coming back after what was a very, very interesting last race. Adventurous. That's a good
Listen, but you know, one thing about the bikers that I like, and we've just wrapped up our interviews. We've got about 11 or 12 minutes left, so we're going to be just chatting for 12 minutes. I like about the bikers is that they are so joyful.
So joyful.
I mean, if you look
they really are.
They are, yeah. I mean, he's got pink socks on. He's got shoulder pads.
You know, he's got pink socks on.
He does have pink socks on. With
I didn't even notice. I was too focused on the wise words that he was.
All of them, they are super. They're always wearing funky hats. You know, it's really a nice vibe.
That's a nice vibe. It really is. It really is. And that is what the circuit is all about. Bringing the good vibes here, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking around the paddock area now. The Formula Libras are about to make their way out into qualifying, and they'll be starting shortly. Not that many cars lined up yet. But Formula Libre, a good stepping stone again for the karting guys, and open top racing. One of my favorites, certainly, to learn racecraft. Just wonderful. It's crazy. But the guys are getting ready to go now. What else can we look forward to today? We've spoken about classics, we've spoken about Sports and GT, we've spoken about Libre, GTR Challenge. What else have we got going on here today?
Of course, we cannot not talk about the Clubman's racing. I can confirm, though, there is a dry line. They just sort of gone around the track now, so the track is drying up very nicely. After the Sports and GT cars have left, they have left a nice solid dry line, so that's there. And I think as the day progresses, it's going to get even better. There is shards of blue everywhere.
Looks like it.
The Koppie is not grey. If you don't know what the Koppie is, it's a little mountain right next to Killarney. If that's grey, we got rain. If it's clear, we're good to go racing.
And we're good to go at the moment by the looks of things.
We are.
The sun really is peeping out. The skies look blue. And I don't mind being at the track on a day like today. It's a little bit chilly, but you just got to get your nice new jacket and keep warm, and
really
then
hot, then it's a bit unpleasant because you got to duck and dive for shade. When it's really cold, you're ducking for the rain. But this is perfect. I mean, it's good for the cars, number one. Turbo cars are loving this.
Oh, they are absolutely loving this.
You know, it's just the bikes. I think the bikes are a little bit sketchy. But getting back into what we can expect today, Ernie, Clubman's Racing has been obviously one of the best. It's one of the biggest field out there. And one name that I've seen on the list that's nice to see back is Kwesi Swanepoel.
Oh,
in that Toyota Lexus. I mean, he was supposed to be at the last race meeting.
The Kwesi Swanepoel.
The one that you missed. The Kwesi Swanepoel. The actual, you know, the son of the Kwesi Swanepoel.
KSD.
Development.
KSD.
There we go. So he's back. I mean, the Class A cars are really nice and fat.
Cody Albert's in there as well, Shane Smith.
Marco Retta, this is a brand new car that NDT Racing have put together for him. This is his second race meeting with that car.
I saw that car.
Beautiful,
Sounds
beautiful.
so nice. I heard the diff clunking and clicking as he turned in the pit area over here. So they've obviously got like a quaif or something in the back.
It's funny because a lot of the guys I've spoken to that run these BMWs that don't have an M3 factory, they all run a lock diff, and they prefer the lock diff because, as you would know, LSD is very difficult to get hold of.
Yeah.
And they can't take the punishment of that constant pulling and tugging of the slick tires for 50 minutes at a time.
I see.
So they tend to go off when they tend to brake. So what the guys do is they just lock. And yes, it is possibly a little bit slower mid-corner speed, I would imagine, you know.
Yeah.
But
I'm never going back to lock diff, bro. My lock diff days are behind me. I tried it. Don't like it.
It's fast in certain places, right? But in most other places it's not. And you really have to adjust your style of driving for a lock diff.
100%, and I think that's what the guys have had to do.
One of the guys that have done that, sorry, Ernie, is a resident Class C car. That's Eugen Gasport with a BMW E46. Now, Eugen came from a Subaru sort of a background. Really a swivel chair guy. He doesn't really do racing, but now he's got involved with racing. He's got his full family behind it.
Nice.
Crashed the Subaru.
Not so nice.
Not so nice. Jumped into a E46, opened different, and then went to a lock diff. So he doesn't know the potential of a LSD.
Oh my goodness me.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's grown accustomed to the lock diff.
So he has driven the car the lock diff, so that's fine. Once you get used to it, that's fine. As we hear the Formula Libre guys heading out at the moment there. I also saw what looks like a car. I'm just trying to see if that name is on here. I don't see the name here. And I saw a BMW earlier that was looking fantastic. It was the Dolenschenk car, I think.
Yes.
But I don't see the name on the list here.
I think that's a Class X car. I think it's a lady driver, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, no, I don't see
Mia, there we go. Mia Bench.
Okay, so she's driving Virtual 5 car.
Yes.
Isn't that the ex-Dolenschenk car?
That is the ex-Dolenschenk car. Now, there's a funny story with that car. If you look at the car, it looks like an E90. The line is actually an E36. So what they've done, very cleverly, they've got an E36 chassis and bolted on somehow with a hammer and whatever at the front end of an E90.
Is that what that is?
That's exactly what that is.
I thought it was just an E90 with some...
But it's fantastic. The car goes really well. I mean, the Dolenschenk boys can pedal. Troy and I think it's Josh.
Yeah. I think Josh was driving that one.
Yeah.
Troy's been doing the single-seaters and the sim racing and getting incredible success. Even he just won the Nationals as well, so the Dolenschenk flag is flying very high these days.
I mean, if your put is close to the WPMC Boma, you
Yeah, there's that access, that zone 1. That zone 1 access.
Yeah.
Speaking of someone that's always in the zone, we've got Frankie's Funky Photos here, just snapping some pics up. So go check him out for pictures of the day and others. And Frankie I'm posing for one of Frankie's pics at the moment. Frankie will be here today for the rest of the day and taking pictures. And somewhere that you're going to see these pictures are going to pop up on social media.
Absolutely. Kiara van Niekerk, we cannot mention Wingfield Motors, ever-present Class C car. I mean, she's really grown leaps and bounds from stock cars, from a Mini, all the way to a Uno, then to Class E, then to Class D.
Winning the championship last year.
Winning. So she's challenging in the Class C. I think she's almost leading the Class C Clubman's racing at the moment. Gary Smith is there in the truck port. That's older Gary. And of course, the son, Shane Smith, he had a nice big off coming out of turn 4 at the last race meeting in race 1. Got it sideways, pegged it a little bit, left wheel on the gravel, obviously straight into the Hop Motorsport garage. Sent the front of the car, but no bit of chest issues, but he was fine. He's back in the game, the car's good to go. Class A competitor of note. Cody Alberts, you mentioned him. You cannot discount Cody Alberts.
No, you cannot. Cody in the E46 BMW.
Daddy Cody, almost.
Oh, is it Papa Cody?
You know what I mean?
so the wife is expecting him, I'm not mistaken.
The wife is expecting.
Okay,
wife,
congratulations.
crew chief, wife, mechanic.
Number one supporter. That to me is a motorsport wife like that.
It's what you want.
One supporter.
It's what you want. I'm blessed with one. Thank you very much.
I'm
older. You need one. So if anybody. We can't not say Jesse Haggett. I mean, Jesse Haggett is ever present.
Yeah.
Had gearbox issues. Ernie, he's looking actually for a limited slip diff for that Jetta so that he can actually compete and put all 91.
Wait. How's it, Uncle? How's it, Uncle Paul Harold over there? Is he running an open diff in that car?
Man is running an open diff.
No ways that
man is running an open diff on 13-inch tires with 190 kilowatts against turbocharged BMWs in a Jetta from 1991.
He sits with him and then when he comes through turn 4, he waves at the family. There's one race, and someone shouldn't mention it, but there's a race from a while ago where every time he comes through turn 4, it's a couple of years ago, Sri Lanka, he waves at someone in the crowd. Every time he comes through turn 4 in the middle of the race.
He was waving at me.
Yeah, there we go. But Jesse Agard, the legend of the sport, one of the most winningest champions in South African motorsport history, finds himself here in a car that's just unmatched to the competition, and yet still finds a way to battle.
I think if you put someone else in that car, someone that can potentially also drive, but not as quick as him, I don't think that they're going to be as quick as Uncle Jesse. He knows how to extract 191 kilowatts.
Yeah, it's amazing. It is. It really is amazing. If he gets a locked of it, I mean, Alice in there.
If ever you got the opportunity somehow on YouTube, I'm sure there's videos out there, to watch Uncle Jesse drive that car with the in competition, you'll see how relaxed he is. There's no jerky. Everything is super slow.
No fat. Yeah, that's very nice. His technique is very solid, and that's what you get when you become a champion. That's the championship mindset, the championship technique. And the thing is, one thing I've noticed about him is that he switches off the alter ego when he gets out the car. Once he gets out the car, then he's super relaxed. I mean, I met him the first time. This man lived opposite Jesse Agard. I meet Jesse Agard for the first time. He's like, Uncle Jesse, come over. I'm like, oh my God, that's Jesse Agard. And he is so relaxed. But once he's in that car, it's go time.
Absolutely.
The Mag Workshop, how's it going?
Absolutely.
Mitch? How's it going, Mitch? So as you can see, we're always greeting different people over here. That's what the vibe is about. Come join us here at the circuit. As we see Darren Liebenberg leading off Class C, and then Nick van der Westhuizen in Class V, DJ Boyson, Byron Mitchell battling it out in Class S in those really fast Formula Libras, but Class V is the one to watch with Nick van der Westhuizen. 134 his best time at the moment, but Donovan Ramsey did a 133 his best time, so my timing sheet over here needs to update itself. Looks like it. Let's do another bit of a tap there. But Class V getting led by Nick van der Westhuizen, according to this, but it's quite strange. Donovan Ramsey does seem to have a better time. I'm not quite sure what that's about, but these guys are still doing qualifying, so watch out for that. You can probably see it on your screen over here, the qualifying on track right now.
One other person that we want to mention, of course, is Razik Harris, keeping the Class A guys in check in Clubmans. And he's got a super quick golf. He's just rebuilt that car, I think, a couple of times over. And he's not shy to put that car door to door. I think he should do rallycross with that.
That's the kind of sport where door to door is kind of normal. Ask him outdoors for banging the last.
I did a door, by the way.
It wasn't my fault. And the nice thing about rallycross, you're like, sorry about your door, bro. I mean, my door's also broken.
Let's geek a little bit about rallycross. Good, isn't it?
I know, it's super fun. I've been loving this season so far. We're learning a lot. It's the kind of driving that I'm not good at, but we've had to learn and figure it out, because you got to combine track driving with dirt driving and wheel-to-wheel racing, rally, but wheel-to-wheel rally. And it's very difficult to mix and get the formula right. You figured out the formula a while ago, and now you start to tweak your car.
I've got a word for you. I mean, I kind of figured it out that you got to look at it as adaptive racing. It's evolution racing, it's adaptive racing, because you got to constantly adapt your driving style in the different formats of different parts of the track, and that's exactly what Ernest is talking about. There's a part of the track where it's a clubman race. There's a part of the track where it's a drag race, and obviously that's the start, where we're gunning it for that first corner. Then there's a part of it where we are drifting. It's a Formula D event, and then there's a part of it that's a rally event. You know. So you got to constantly adapt your driving style, and it boils again down to that tailor-made race style for you. You know, because we all drive differently.
Yes.
You taught me. And I drive a little bit similar to you, but with different aspects. So you got to sort of tailor-make your car to the way that you drive. And then, of course, extracting that power.
Become one with the car.
Become one with the car, you know. And we had a good row, you and I, at the long meeting. If you haven't done it, go check it out. It's absolutely amazing.
We're posting the video of that event on Friday coming. You can go to my channel performances page, punt. A shameless punt, to check out the rest of the season where this man was winning every single race without fail. But now we're starting to battle each other out a little bit, and there's more guys coming into the fray. The fields are getting bigger, and we'd like to invite guys. It's one of the cheapest forms of motorsport to come try out. If you've got a car, you can join the rallycross to the tarmac section, and if you want to jump over, then you're considering now jumping over to Sports GT.
We want to jump back into Sports GT, but maintain obviously the rallycross. And where is this all going, Ernest? We're obviously going. There's a prize at the end of this. I mean, that's obviously
The world stage.
World Rallycross, man.
The world stage.
World Rallycross is coming here, and we just come off the back of a very successful Formula E event for Cape Town.
Yeah.
Monetary-wise, has been amazing for Western Cape Motorsport and for the fraternity as a whole. So, heading into World Rallycross, I think it's going to be amazing.
Yeah,
you know,
I agree.
Rallying, literally, no pun intended, rallying behind motorsport.
Yeah, and the city of Cape Town is literally pushing motorsport, which is one of the reasons we have this wonderful facility for the next coming years, for the foreseeable future. Speaking of foreseeable future, the racing in the foreseeable future is going to be epic. We've got BMW 325RS, 2002, Datsun Triple S. That's the GX. That's the GX shape.
Yeah.
Then we got a Honda over there. We got a Capri lined up. The classic boys, the sports and GT guys are getting ready as well. It's going to be an incredible bunch of racing. GTI Challenge. We got Clubmans. We got bikes. We've got lots and lots of action to look forward to today. Dexter, a final word from you before we hand it over to Frankie and the guys up in the tower.
If you're at home, get here, grab a ticket by the gate, go to quickbookticketmaster.com, grab a ticket. There are still tickets available. There's still prize spots available. And of course, the racing is going to be absolutely intense. We got literally each class has got 2 races to go. So we're about to start it. Get to Killarney Raceway.
Oh my goodness me, and we've got a car in the pit lane over here with what looks like a slow puncture in the front left. They're trying to frantically pump that tire up at the moment, and this is the kind of stuff that you see here. You get up close and personal.
What is nice
to
is that somebody
moment.
else is helping him, another driver is helping him, and that's his competitor.
Yeah, but that's what it's about. He's got the race boots on, busy pumping like crazy over there. The guys are getting ready for action. It is going to be an action-packed day today, ladies and gentlemen. And my name is Otis Page, this is Dexter Bruce, and this is the Killarney Power Series powered by Wingfield. And a special thanks to all our sponsors over there who make this event possible. We are about to go racing. We are about to hand it over to Frankie and the guys. Let's go watch some motorsport. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go racing.